Greetings and welcome to our quick curry chicken of the day. Today I'm starting out with my pot getting hot. I'm choosing canola oil here because it has healthy effects, and I also get the benefit of the fact that unlike olive oil, canola tends to last longer. So my next step is that I've chosen chicken breasts from Safeway because from a cost standpoint, I got this for $5.95, and the breasts are already sliced in small enough pieces. I may choose to slice one more time as I put them in the pot, and my goal then is to make the slices bite-sized, making it easier for quick meals. So what really makes this a Jamaican curry is there are a lot of different blends of curry powder. This is a hot Jamaican powder, and as you see, we put in about a quarter of a cup, and with a hot pan it's now steaming. Next I'll go with what I call a garlic salt. It's nice because I add flavor of the garlic and the salt at the same time. So my next move is that I'll chop up some onions and put it in that mixture, and then I'll add my small pieces of chicken breast to it afterwards. So note at this stage I've chosen to add a quarter cup of onions to my mix, and this is now cooking nicely. What I'm then going to do, so for example, if you wanted this very spicy, I would add in any kind of pepper you may have in your cabinet that you like the flavor of. So I have to admit that I'm going directly from the container into the pot. The reason I'm doing that is there's a whole bunch of discussions going on now about salmonella issues, and what I'm hunting for is I'm trying to get the temperature up to a nice high digit that eliminates my salmonella issues and doesn't spread it around my kitchen. Also notice that I have, I'm going to kind of spread these out because I want all the chicken to get as much color and flavor as I can. Now, one thing you'll start to notice here is you see all that steam coming off. That's kind of the water that was lurking, and because I'm at a high temperature right here, I'm going to get some color on both sides, and then I'm probably going to have to go for another quarter cup of water with maybe a little bit of olive oil in this round, and then I'm also going to what I'm hunting for right now is that I'm getting a nice cook. Chicken breast doesn't have a lot of fat, so it tends to cook very quickly. So you got to be careful you don't burn it. I was just trying to get some color on the chicken before I go to what I call my cook down stage. And cook down tip in Jamaica means that usually you kind of get a little bit of color on the meat, as you can see that's going on right now. And then what you're trying to do after you get your color on is, one of the things that makes the flavor of any food terrific is the fact that you have gravy. So in a cook down phase, I'll combine water. In this case, I want some gravy on a pretty decent sized pot. So I'll do 1/2 cup of water. I'll then do maybe a quarter of a cup of olive oil, and then from there I'll go ahead and put a lid on this and let it sit for about 15 minutes until it's fully cooked. So now, as you can see, I have a 1/2 cup of water. I added olive oil. So as I look at it, there are a few concerns I have just from the look. So whenever you add water, you're actually starting to dilute the flavor of the ingredients. So I'll add a little bit of garlic salt. When I say a little bit, I'll add maybe a teaspoon of that garlic salt mix from Lowry's. And then what I'm going to do is, I like mine a little bit spicy, so I'm going to go ahead and include a half a teaspoon of kind of a Jamaican pepper, which is usually Scotch bonnet, and so I can get a little kick on the back end. As you can see, it's starting to bubble right now, and we'll take about 15 minutes for this to cook. So I wanted to note to you there's something called gluten-free pasta. So we already have a gluten-free meal going. One of the questions I was wondering about that Jamaican cooking allows you to do is do little experiments. And so I've chosen this type of gluten-free pasta that you just saw. I just put in a half cup of it, and I'll stir it into the mix because we can use the cook time of 15 minutes along with the flavors of the curry to add a nice taste to that pasta. So it's a little bit different experiment, and if this tastes good, I'll make it permanently part of my future recipes. What's also nice about what I just did is that by including a pasta in there, it turns this into a one-pot meal. I was thinking when I was going to eat this, what I was going to put it with, and I actually have some rice from a Chinese shop that I went to, steamed rice. And what I was thinking about is I could have put potatoes in here. I've chosen to do pasta here, and then it turns out it was gluten-free that I had sitting on the shelf. And what this allows me to do is knock out 2 courses of the meal in one shot and keep it on the healthy side of there. And then I found a lot of the healthier things like gluten-free pasta can have no flavor, so I'm using the curry to add flavor to that right now. So that's pretty much it for my quick curry for today. Thank you for watching. Look forward to introducing you to more terrific Jamaican recipes. Enjoy. All right. Thanks, and have a good day.